Welcome gamers to another One Piece Bunches video. So today we'll be discussing, the 5.5 anniversary part 2 details. We will get another EX, but that's not what we're going to discuss today. We're going to discuss the readjusted characters. But before I head into that, I wanted to tell you guys, let you know that I pulled Lucci. Like, I think it was Sunday or Saturday, something like that. I just randomly summoned, and then I got him on the first multi. So you can see him there. And let me show you proof that it's on the first multi, because you're seeing the footage as it is now. Okay, and let me go to his banner. Look at the step out scout. 1, and it's only showing step 2 out of 3. So I pulled him on the first multi, believe it or not. So he is there with his copy. I could put some frags and get some gameplay in, but at this point, I'm sure if you guys watched him, you know how powerful he is. I'm just gonna be moving on to other stuff. Yeah, sadly. I wish I had gotten, Lucci out as intended as I wanted to, but people just didn't want to give me gameplay. And when I mean people, my alliance mates, of course. So yeah, we're hopping into the Roger details. So look, we're just gonna start off with Roger. I know what exactly he does. I haven't read much on the Marineford Luffy and the Marineford Jimbe, but let's start with Roger. So the biggest thing is that we haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna do like a before and after of this, of course. But yeah, he's gonna get increased attack range, and then his evasion time is gonna be faster. Like how he evades, his animations are gonna get updated. So his normal attacks, his dodge, his skill 1 will have even a bigger range. So I think he's gonna be able to move with his normal attacks. I think so. That will be great, and we will see. I think it will be similar to how blue shanks is normal. They just became like a monster. Like you be able to use them to move and charge at the enemies, and then they have like some interesting different animation. But the best thing about his buff is the skill 1 got everything we needed. It has invincibility now. It has knockback skill. It can ignore obstacles. They didn't buff any of the damage that it can do, but yeah, it still has that, reducing defense by 10%. And yeah, it has that skill power, the crazy cooldown, and then of course, the increased attack range for skill 2. So skill 2 now will also have better skill range as well as skill 1. But skill 2 now will nullify knockback, and it has better skill cooldown, so that's good. But it will nullify knockback. Let's look at that. You see, after using for a set period of time after using skill 2, resist, stagger, down, and knockback. So I'm happy about that, because that was the only thing, Roger. Every time you use skill 2, you can't bait out the opponent's skills or put pressure on them, because they could just simply knock you back, and then you just waste your skill. But now they're gonna be in panic mode. It's either they KO you instantly, or they will get a huge amount of damage and reflect damage. Just like Roger version 2 Kamusari skill, it has reflect damage. Roger skill 2 has reflect damage. We all know this. Like, if you've been around since the 2nd anniversary for Opbr, you know how this Roger plays. But for newer players, they might not know. But the other biggest thing is that to people who have buff states like Fulmer Shanks, Akainu, I can't think of any other, but these are the two prominent ones, because they countered Roger when they came out. But Roger now can counter them. He can remove their state. So if Shanks has his attack buff or his defense buff when he uses his skill 2, you can remove his Haki state and just, trash on him. And then you can remove Akainu's skill, the magmatic state. You can remove it. So Akainu cannot incinerate you to death anymore, because Akainu's state is not an immobilizer status effect. Like, Roger nullifies status effects when he's above 50% HP, but not everything. So magmatic state, the incinerate state, the claw state for the new Lucci, the cavalry block from the Kidden Law and hybrid Kaido, they can still work on you. So you need to be careful against those two. But you can avoid all of those things when using your skill 2. Your skill 2 still nullifies all status effects, so that's pretty good. And it still gets that damage increase when attacking people with attack buff, speed buff, crit buff, defense buff. So Lucci, even if he has his damage reduction, Roger's gonna go through it all with his Kamusari. Like, he's gonna make it like 50% or 20%, because Lucci can get up to 80% or 50% damage reduction, but Roger can lower it to about 50 or 20%, depending on whether Lucci got inflicted with the status effect. Roger still has that stun that he has, that 5%, stun, like the blue shanks, the green shanks as well. They all have it. But now, like his stun, like his stagger, like when an enemy's HP is above, that's 70%. When you see someone's HP above that, you can inflict, that stagger to yourself, and then it's now for 20 seconds. That's huge, because 20 seconds is better than that 10 seconds. Because once Roger went out of that nullified stagger state, like people could like easily, trash on him. But now you'll have it for longer, and hopefully people you're fighting, they're gonna be above 70%. You don't want to fight people normally that you can't one-shot, that are below 50% or 70%. But yes, his skill 1 now gets a healing factor as well. Like he already has crazy healing. He has healing on every time he's taking damage. Every time he gets KO, he gets the healing. And now he has healing on his skill 1. Like, I'm so excited. Like, this is an EX for the dreams. Like, I'm going to be releasing gameplay for, like a custom, lobby gameplays, showing how you can exploit the party system and have like, interesting matches. So yeah, let's move on to Jimbe. So Jimbe, gets stats buff, but Roger doesn't, as you can see. He just gets adjusted normal attacks and his dodge. But he gets his stats buff. He needs, like, this Jimbe was dead. So hopefully he's usable and he becomes a usable Jimbe, because Jimbes, whenever they arrive, they don't last long. The Onigashima Jimbe was like good for that period of bounty first he came out, and then after that he just died. So yeah, he will get, first activation on his, he needs everything. So they're giving him on his attacks, his dodge, and I think his casting for his attacks and skills will be better. I hope it's a really noticeable difference. We'll do it before and after on him. Since there's not much buff units, only 3, it will be much quicker and an easier video to do actually. So we got, okay. Yeah, this is what they said, that they were just the first time for the skill 1. It gets not more damage, but it gets more damage, okay. Okay, yeah, 392, that's good. It still has that increased power damage to power users. So he can be a counter to S-Snake if he has some resistance to, even Lucci, if he has some resistance to status effects. But I think he has like 80%, you'll see. And the skill 2, they buff it as well, but no damage. Of course. Okay. He can get skill 2 cooldown when taking power users, of course, devil fruits. Okay. Oh, he gets an attack buff. Okay, increase the buff. Okay. He gets an attack buff similar to like Sanji. When you're taking power users, you can, increase your skill 2 power. Okay, that's a new mechanic for him. And he can recover HP when I'm taking, power users, bro. Devil fruit, like, if you have devil fruit, I think Jimbe will be your guy to be going against. Okay, and then he heals when he's inflicted with status effects and reduces status effects time by 80%. That's what you want to see. Okay, he still gets that damage increase, but he doesn't look tanky. They added that 30% damage reduction, like when your team has less pressure, but most of the time in the lobby, you're gonna be dominating. Like in the lobby matches, like the era is different now. Like you can see with how people are abusing the league ranks, it's crazy. Okay, he can resist stagger and knockback when his HP is above 70%. That is good. I think he will be good, solid, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Like he will be a usable unit, not meta like Roger. I would say. We'll see how his damage is and how he tanks the damage of everyone. But I still think a lot of units will be able to just one shot, especially the new Roger, bro. Like new Roger's not even a power. The new adjusted Roger, not even a power user, is gonna like just trash it. And why I say new, guys, because he's like a new character now. Like with the skin that the people are gonna be able to buy, I think even more people, even me, I'm gonna be enticed to get his skin now. So yeah, this free-to-play Marineford Luffy. Yeah. So people can get him by doing the missions, grinding out the game when they're starting out. So he will be good. So we're looking at, all of these. Yeah, Navy. Okay, he's countering to Navy. Nice. That 100% damage increase is going to do good. And then the less cooldown on the skill one's going to do good. I hope they need to buff his evasion time, attack range, everything. We'll see how good it is. Like right now, we cannot tell how the animation, how better it will be. So we just have to wait and see. So we can just look at the traits and hope for the best, when it comes to their animations. Yeah, they just patched that nullify shock and entrance just to be together. And then now he has some stagger resistance when he's capturing. So he can be down on staggers and he'll reduce damage by 30%. That's good. So he can do something now. He's not for it. He didn't even have any capture traits. But like everyone could just touch him and he you can like remove him from the flag. So he has an attack buff when he uses that skill 1. Nice. When the skill 1 is the one with the ace. Him and ace, they have that tech skill. That's good. So people will enjoy this character now, not just be forced to play him because they didn't get any other new unit or any EX. They'll be now like looking to pair him with other characters. Okay, when in treasure area, okay, so he can have up to 60% damage reduction when he's capturing a flag. This is good for what is like basically a free-to-play unit. You can have capture speed when your allies are... Bro, this is a good adjustment, man. Like, he is a runner now. Especially now since you... Like, he nullifies entrance against S-Snake. He will do well against S-Snake. The attack buff, well, she can take it if you use your skill against S-Snake, but... Yeah, this is good. This Marineford Luffy is good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll do some gameplay before these characters get adjusted. And I didn't notice, but yeah, these adjustments, they're gonna be coming out, I think, almost by the season end. But yeah, the 13th, or it could be by end of the season ends on the 15th, and the new ones comes on the 16th. So we'll just have 2 days to use them before the seasons end, and then on the 13th, you can see the date. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I mean, like a lot of news just dropped on Opbr, and this is looking like the best anniversary, topping the one. Was it the 4th anniversary? Probably. I think, yeah, topping the 4th anniversary, because that's when we got the buff for the blue EX shanks. We didn't get buff for the 5th anniversary, which made it really bad, to be honest. But at least we got buffs right now for this.